No mai, haere mai. Good afternoon and welcome to this US presidential debate special. Kamala Harris and Donald Trump are about to go head-to-head for the first time. The current vice president and the former president debating the big issues affecting America and the world. There's a lot riding on it, of course. A new poll shows they are tied in the race to the White House. We'll have the full 90-minute debate followed by analysis with former US correspondent Q&A's Jack Tame. And it's going to be intimate with no studio audience. Microphones will only be live for the person whose turn it is to speak, and they're not allowed to ask each other questions. We'll see how that goes in practice. Donald Trump won the coin toss. He's chosen to go last for the closing statements. And remember, this is the 7th presidential debate for Trump, but the very first for Kamala Harris. The moderators come from ABC. They're David Muir and Lindsay Davis. We're hoping to hand you over to ABC News presidential debate simulcast in just a moment. A little bit more on the setup for the debate itself. They're not allowed props or pre-written notes on stage, and they're only been given a pen, a pad of paper, and a bottle of water. Let's take ABC's coverage now.
Face-to-face meeting in this presidential election, their first face-to-face meeting ever.
A historic race for president upended just weeks ago. President Biden withdrawing after his last debate. Donald Trump now up against a new opponent.
The candidates separated by the smallest of margins, essentially tied in the polls nationally and in the key battlegrounds, including right here in Pennsylvania, all still very much in play. The ABC News presidential debate starts right now.
This is an ABC News special.
Welcome back to this One News special with live coverage of the US presidential debate, simulcast from ABC News. We're about to go back right now to the debate.
David Muir and Lindsay Davis.
Welcome back to this historic ABC News presidential debate tonight. We're going to continue here, and I want
hasn't spoken to anybody. They don't even try and get it. That is a war that's dying to be settled. I will get it settled before I even become president. If I win, when I'm president-elect, and what I'll do is I'll speak.
No mai, hoki mai, you're with One News coverage of the US presidential debate in Philadelphia between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. Who will be the next president of the USA? We're following live coverage and we're just waiting for it to come back from an ad break in Philadelphia. And I believe the debate is underway again.
Here again, David Muir and Lindsay Davis.
Welcome back tonight. The time has come for closing statements, and Vice President Harris, we begin with you.
Thank you. And that is our ABC News presidential debate from here in Philadelphia at the National Constitution Center. I'm Lindsay Davis.
And I'm David Muir. Thank you for watching here in the U.S. and all over the world, and from all of us here at ABC News. Good night.
Yes, and that is the end of the ABC News presidential debate simulcast. There's still plenty more to come on this One News special, though. After the break, how did Trump and Harris impress? Q&A host and former US correspondent Jack Tame gives his take next. Hoki mai anō. Welcome back to this One News special as we examine how Kamala Harris and Donald Trump went in their first presidential debate. We're joined now by Q&A host and former One News US correspondent Jack Tame. Now, Jack, let's start with an overview. We won't look at winners and losers, but how do you think each of the candidates would feel about their own performance?
I think, first of all, Team Harris will feel buoyed. I don't think it was a knockout. I don't think it was a spectacular performance, but I think it was enough. And despite a pretty nervous start from the Vice President, I think she eased into the format. She started to land a few more blows. She started to look much more comfortable, and her body language was pretty relaxed up there at the podium. She was sort of looking over at Donald Trump with a bemused look on her face.
Very much. Thank you, Jack. Thank you for watching this One News special. We'll have more coverage of the presidential debate with US correspondent Logan Church on One News at 6. You can also head, of course, to our website, onenews.co.nz. Have a good afternoon.